this nation, and we will never allow them. I keep telling everyone, in every stage of our declaration, in every stage of our agitation, in every stage of the Biafra restoration, the Nigerian state and the legitimized Southeast and South-South governors have always planted somebody in our midst. That is what they always do. And these individuals they plant, they will look like your regular fellow freedom fighters, those that want to get Biafra for you. But underneath, they are paid to disrupt what you and I are doing today and what we stand for today. So I want Biafrans to always have this at the back of their mind, because Nigeria's state will never let Biafran go without putting up a fight. That fight is not going to come directly from them. They engineer the fight, but it will come indirectly from fellow Biafrans like you. Like fellow Biafrans, they plant inside this government to destabilize what we are doing. Unless you have this at the back of your mind, we are going to be engaging people who have a different agenda and pretending to be fellow freedom fighters, to be fellow Biafrans. You're going to be engaging them every now and then. Do not waste your moment with them. Do not waste your time on them. Even if they like, let them sleep on Twitter from morning to night. Do not. Do not let them distract you. I want to let Biafrans know that our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, already set the template pre and post declaration of the United States of Biafra. I know many of you have watched the video of the meeting with our Prime Minister before Finland decided to listen and collude with Nigeria to remove our Prime Minister a week or two before our declaration in Finland. That was exactly what they did to our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that by renditioning him from Kenya to Nigeria, that will stop the declaration of the United States of Biafra. So everyone here should be fully aware of the plots by the Nigerian state to ensure that Biafra is not a free nation. They will do everything possible. They will call us names on Twitter space. They will designate us everything. They will lie against us. They will pull our private life. They will misguide and misinform Biafrans using every means possible, because that is what they pay them to do. Please do not be moved. Do not pay attention to them, because they won't stop. If you think they will stop, you are just deceiving yourself. That is what they are paid to do. An instance with this, our general, again, when I let Biafrans know that the role that I play in this struggle, the role I play in the restoration of the United States of Biafra, is not a role that I pre-planned for. I'm always comfortable working from behind the scene. I'm always comfortable doing the things that I do behind the scene, because our Prime Minister will always be the one in the front. And all of you here that know our Prime Minister, you all know that he always wants to do things by himself. So many things he does alone, by himself. He carries it on his head. The removal of our prime minister from our midst really makes some of us to stand up to do the things that ordinarily we wouldn't be doing, because all these things were being done by our prime minister, directly by him, because of the experiences he's had with our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Our prime minister became more conservative, more introverted. Most of the things he does, even anybody, that's what I keep telling people, and I challenge people. Anybody that comes out to tell you that we are doing this with our prime minister, that we are doing defense with our prime minister, that we are doing peace, do not pay any attention to them. They know nothing. Nobody knows anything about our prime minister, Simon Ekpa. He's such a unique individual that before he even tells you that he has a problem, you are the one that will be telling him this problem, your eye is swollen. Okay, what is going on? He won't tell you that. That is the kind of person our prime minister is, for those of you here that know him very well. So we have a decentralized form of government in the United States of Biafra, which is a confederate state. We have decentralized army. And the reason that the prime minister approved the decentralized army is because it goes along with the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, which was approved by our prime minister. If you go to the Constitution of the United States of Biafra, it is a confederating system of government. That is what our Constitution approves for us. So the confederating system goes with the decentralized military. Anybody telling you anything outside this, that means they are not part of the government. I want to use this opportunity to let Biafrans know that the Biafra defense is almost 99% strong, solid, behind the United States of Biafra. Do not let anyone deceive you. That deceit, those stories is what the Nigerian state wants them to be telling on air or be using to confuse you. Do not let them deceive you. The Biafran combatant is 100% behind the United States of Biafra in our quest to fully protect our territory. We strongly believe in the chain of command. That is why when we see some of our loved ones that have played a huge role in the defense of our nation, you see them stepping out of track. It becomes a concern, not just to the government, but even to some Biafrans that are genuinely following what we are doing. Again, this government has been making funds available to our angels on ground as much as we could. We are not going to steal. We can only give what we have. We do not want an individual to come and go to the wherever they want and just carry money and dump it on our angels to deceive them. We don't want that to happen. That is why I take out time to invite our angels doing our fundraisings to be part of what we do and see how much money we raise. And many of them do understand that. There is nowhere we dump this money. Yes, we do public fundraising, and we also thank those that privately sponsor us. But we can only work with what we have. It may take a little while, but we are consistently doing that. And I want to let Biafrans know, even before the United States of Biafra, the Prime Minister was most times handling these things by himself. And most of the angels that interact with the Prime Minister will tell you the same stories. The Prime Minister said that his men, he said, nobody knows anything about them. And that is the instruction. Nobody knows nothing. It is with time that we are trying to coordinate and bring everybody together based on the list and based on the information that the Prime Minister passed to myself, which I'm gradually passing on to those whose task it is to continue to follow on the footsteps that the Prime Minister has set for us. The Prime Minister's army, they are not online. They are not on social media. Anytime you see the Prime Minister's angel on the social media, just know they've deviated. The person have deviated. They have deviated, and we do not want that deviation to continue, because that is what the enemies from the Nigerian state and their agents, their Biafran agents, that is what they want. Do not fall into that. Don't fall into that trap. Again, when somebody says we have our angels on ground, it is this time that we are, as a government, trying to bring everybody together. Personally, I really have no business to really know some of these respected individuals. If what happened to a prime minister didn't happen to him. But I cannot run a government or run a country where you do not know what each individual is doing in their department. It is the right thing to do as a leader. Just like we have the defense team come out right now to tell Biafrans about Biafra defense. That is what is expected of them. We have the different departments under the United States of Biafra. And all of them, all these secretaries, they are doing their job as expected based on their expertise in their different departments. I'm not there with them. But that doesn't mean that I do not get update on what they do. That is the right thing as a leader to build a strong nation. So any person that comes to tell you that Dr. Rabreza will leave this person, leave that one, and just let that one do their own thing, that person does have no clue what leadership is all about. It's like you having an organization and you have 5 different departments that you are the CEO. At the end of the day, you do not know one particular department is doing because you just want to let them be. You just want them to do it their own way. Then tomorrow when they call you as a CEO, you give a report of this, your organization. We are running a nation, not just one department. You say, oh, I don't know about that department because I left it to somebody to manage for you. So if there's a problem that comes out from that department as a nation or as an organization, how do you protect what those department is doing? How do you ensure that that department gets the adequate training they need to run a successful military department, successful education department, successful information department? It is through trainings that are standardized, both at the local and the international level. Your commanders, your generals on ground must go through these trainings so that you know that when they are doing things, whether you're there or not, they are doing that based on the best practices, either as a military or a police or education or finance or trade. That's the kind of government, that is the kind of country we are running in the United States of Biafra, because we want to be the best, one of the best countries in Africa. And we cannot run that when you, as a leader, you don't know what somebody is doing, what another department is doing. You want to just leave it for them, let them just do it, and you focus on this one. No true leader does anything like that. And this kind of mentality are some of the things we want to change in the United States of Biafra. So People go through these leadership trainings and know how to run a successful organization. We also want to run a country where the people that relay information, they pass accurate information to Biafrans. This is a transitional phase where Biafrans are really studying everyone, including myself. People that we've held of high esteem before. And we now discover that most times the information they relay publicly are not the right information. They are false information. How do we continue to allow people like that to be in the leadership position in the United States of Biafra? That means we can as well go back to the Nigerian state and continue to do the lies and the suppression and the oppression and the misinformation with the Nigerian state. We can as well not do what we are doing if we want to allow individuals that we trust to continue to misinform the people, misinform the public. How can we build a better country when we allow things like that to happen? Somebody will just be on the air and outrightly lie to you. Somebody was showing that I have a son. This is my son in the middle of my husband. I mean, how can people we trust just be shedding off lies like that? The whole world knows I have only 4 daughters. Only 4 daughters. I don't know if these people are the one that born or had this son with me or had this. I mean, people just lie just to destroy other people. What do we gain when we go on social media and just lie to destroy another person? You pull people's private information. You keep lying against them just because you do not have the opportunity they have. Why are we Biafrans doing that to ourselves? And what do you gain? If not to destroy those who are genuinely restoring the United States of Biafra. What do you gain by that? And then tomorrow or next year or anytime you expect Biafrans to respect you. Meanwhile, you've continued to lie about people. You continue to spread false information about your fellow Biafrans. What do you gain by doing that? Again, I keep telling people, this is not about me, the COS. Neither is it about the Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Neither is it about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Because what they did to the Prime Minister and to our leader and to me, they will do it to you. If I'm not here tomorrow and they put you there, Nigerian state will still use this crop of individuals to still do the same thing they are doing to me, or they will do it to you. So it's not about me. That is why all of us must join hands together and fight this common enemy that is in our midst. They are not outside, they are within us. And if we do not fight them, nobody else will fight them for us. When you see your fellow Biafrans spreading false information about another person, ask them, did you investigate this? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you taking the actions you are taking? All the people, almost everybody, when we had Biafra Republic government in exile, everybody had their assignment. When we have this assignment from our Prime Minister, including our combatant defense team on ground. Ask yourself today, the task you are doing today, was that the task that the Prime Minister tells you to do? The way you protect our motherland, was Dr. Rabweze there when you were doing that job before? Was I there when you were protecting our motherland? Why are you not doing it now? Again, I'm not trying to, I'm just using that question in a metaphorical way. So the person and the individuals that come out online to say that we or the government does not give these individuals money, that person is passing a false information. The Biafra government has been funding all our angels on ground, round the clock, as is needed and as we have money. And like our own Onyami and the Secretary of the Defense has said, we follow the chain of command in the United States of Biafra. If you are an angel on ground and you need something, you go through the chain. You can go through the deputy defense, you can go through the defense, you can go through myself. There are people, you can go through any of the secretaries. That is the right thing to do. And I do not want to come out and be going back and forth what this government has done, how much money they've given around you. It's just distraction. The write-ups that I've done to criticize Nigerian government in every aspect, none of them can come near that. Not even 1 over 1,000. They do not have the capacity. They can only say what they know. CSS, I will attack the Nigerian government. I will come online to do it. I will do it. What are you doing? What is your own duty? If the COS does not talk about something, why don't you go and say it? Put it on your own page and let Biafrans know about it. Why must you wait? If I don't do something, then Hanchabu, there are some of the things. Oh, COS, she didn't write that in Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, came to court. Therefore, she hates her. That's the kind of stupid talk that some people emanate and spread. And you keep asking yourself, who are these people fighting? Are they here to fight Biafra? Are you there to fight COS? Or are you there to follow our leader Nnamdi Kanu or our prime minister to get Biafra? Your fight should be tailored to Biafra, to Nigerian government. Your fight should be tailored to those Fulani that come to kill us. Your fight should be tailored to the Nigerian Defense Chief, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian state that come in to kill our people. Your fight should not be to DOS. If they kill people in Ihamufu, have you gone to the press release and do a press release on that? Write the newspapers, go to different media and tell them how they are killing your people. That's the right thing to do. You don't wait for COS. And then if you don't see it on my wall, you just start messing yourself up. So again, dear friends, I want you to look out for these individuals that are trying to disrupt what we are doing. And again, the way that I propagate, the way I do my own thing may be different from the way you do your own things. That are Biafrans that sent to me things they are.
Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day and happy Sunday. This video is just to finish watch now. As a real Biafran, as an Igbo man, as somebody from the old Eastern region, if you watch that video finish and your love for Dr. Ngozi Orabueze does not increase, my brother, please go and see your doctor. If we did not love this woman, follow her and support her, what is our gain? You just finish watch. You will see what is called leaders are born, not made. You know, Biafrans is a very heavy nation, very big nation. A lot of nations looks up to Biafra to succeed. A lot of nations look on to Biafra to succeed. So Biafra carries a very heavy burden on their shoulders. So you can tell me the country that have this kind of burden, the country that carries all these responsibilities, we then choose an ordinary tout who claims to be whatever he wants to be, that he is a acting prime minister, that the cap faced him. You know, sometimes when I look at this guy called Ogenkere, I laugh. I said, people who are advising the guy and who are pushing the guy is not doing the guy anything good, because when the Biafrans will strike, if Biafrans guys, if we stop to strike, or rather, if we choose not to strike and invoke the gods of our land to strike Oge, my brother, when it happens, all those people who keep pushing him, all those people who keep telling him that you are doing well, you are the lion FC. Imagine somebody who is not even up to Okoko is now claimed to become a Biafra lion. Just look at how vocal a leader have to be. For not being vocal and for not having an action, do you know that was why it seems like countries right on America under Joe Biden? You see what happens? That thing that happened in the White House between Donald Trump and Zelensky of Ukraine. Do you think if na Joe Biden, that kind of thing will happen? The small boy will talk to Joe Biden, says don't mind his age, because Joe Biden's age is ×2 of that little boy who is messing up. The guy he will even command Joe Biden in the White House to obey whatever he said. Are you hearing me now? Donald Trump stand there and let this guy know that you are a small boy. We are funding you, and you have the gall to enter my White House and be messing up. Will you get out of here? Americans rose up and said, this is what we voted for, unlike what we have in the previous government. So we cannot produce a panebita as a leader when we have other reliable men of timber and caliber. In the absence of men, now the woman rather holds the title of Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Everything that she says on that video that you just finished watch is truth and nothing but the truth. That is the undiluted truth in everything that she said on that video that you just finished watch. So do I need another soothsayer to tell you that this woman can lead us in the right direction until our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa have been free from the dungeon where they have been held hostage? Well, I don't want to talk much. You have already seen everything. The more videos of this is coming regarding the fundraising of yesterday. I will post the video here as soon as possible, so that people who do not partake will also get hold of what have been discussed on that very particular video. But don't forget that this video I just posted now, the one I just finished watch, is part of it. But you know, we have to do it cut by cut because it is very long video. But do not get yourself worked up or worried, because we are here to serve you, and we are going to do that diligently. So my fellow Biafrans, I encourage you. The government of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is our government. USBG is our government. Don't let anybody to gaslight you. You know, one thing now they are using to in this struggle now, both the ones who claim to be fighting for Biafra, is emotional blackmail. That emotional blackmail in the sense that somebody will come out now and tell you, hey, Ngozi is a Orabu Fulani. She's a Fulani agent, Nigerian agent. Don't forget, no any person who have shared this struggle that never bear that name. You are a terrorist. Imagine what they call him, Adandin John and Ndohi Nanda Akuna, saying that the government of USB is a government of killing. Somebody who left everything that she is doing. She left all her work. She left her doctorate work that she's supposed to be attending to her patient in USA. Take the flight and arrive Finland. They declare Biafra. All of us agreed. All of us, we are very happy. All of us applauded her. Then along the line, you fall out of favor with that government. Then you feel the only way you can repay the government that stand on the ground and say this, our convention must take place, even in the absence of the prime minister. And she did it. She did it and did it very well. The world applaud this woman. Come, listen. There's something I want us to always take into cognizance. We're talking about Biafra. As I'm talking to you now, a lot of world powers are busy. They are just spying and waiting for what is going to happen. Look, just spying Nigerian government, watching them closely. Don't forget that the sanction that is loading to Nigeria now. Very soon you find out that Nigeria can never buy or sell or transact with any other government or any other country as long as this life is concerned. Go and mark my word. Under this Donald J. Trump, Nigeria is going to smell road in the hands of those people who have been pampering them, or rather, or in the hands of those who have keep on what would I call it? Keep on encouraging them to be mutilating their own citizens. Trump is not like that. Trump might not be in the favor of the Biafrans. Yes, I agree with that. But I can tell you for sure that Trump also will not be in the favor of Nigerian government, because Trump hates injustice. If after all these years we do not love Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, what do we gain? Suddenly, Ngozi Orabueze has become a terrorist. Suddenly, Ngozi Orabueze has become a killer of our people. Suddenly, Ngozi Orabueze has become a Fulani agent. Can you imagine that? All of those people who are saying these things, who are trying to cajole the Biafrans into believing that Ngozi Orabueze is working against the Biafran people, all of them never want for Biafra to be redeclared on the 29th. Or rather, they have already made plans to sabotage the movement on 2nd of December. That was why the woman acted fast to conclude everything on that 29th of November. And then the cry started. And up to now, they are still crying. Up to now, they are still crying blood. Because what all the things they planned on that convention did not materialize. That was why you see they decamp and still use a emotional blackmail, telling Biafrans that Ngozi Orabueze is the one that decamped from the government. Can you imagine that? That is how dangerous these people are. Because in every circle, in every of their circle, even in the USBG now, there are still some infiltrators in there working for Nigerian government day in, day out. In fact, they are on the payroll of Nigerian government. They are paying them salaries just to monitor what is happening there and to be giving them feedback. We have a lot of them, but do not be discouraged, because we know what we want and we go for what we want. So I encourage each and every one of us here, if you are still having a double mind after watching that video, after watching the video you just watch now about Ngozi Orabueze, then let your trust, let your confidence increase, because you are on the right track. Do not let them to bamboozle you, gaslight you, making you to feel that you are less of a human being simply because you do not follow the so-called Lion FC. No, very soon it's going to answer London FC. Ndara. Keep on gaslighting Biafrans. Every now and then, a terrorist or Abu Fulani paying people peanuts because of the hardship in that country called Nigeria. Then everybody now want to, well, at least if they can be receiving 100,000 naira every day. Don't you know what? I mean, every month. Don't you know how much? Don't you know the problem is solved for them? When Nigerian government are even struggling to pay 77,000, I be 70,000 minimum wage. So we keep on going, paying them 100,000 naira every month out of the fundraising that they are raising. They say they are giving to men on ground, but rather they get the fundraising, they use it to buy a lot of guys on Twitter so that they will be tweeting nonsense about Ngozi Orabueze. Ngozi Orabueze don't even know that these people is in existence. She don't even send them. She keep doing her thing. That is what they call somebody who have sense of reasoning, somebody who the medulla oblongata is working. Unlike morons who think that the only way they can make something out of this struggle is to be fighting one another, when the real enemies are busy running wide in our own land. Go and see what is happening in Ekpa, in Abia State. Commissioner of Police summoning chief, okay, what about it? Traditional rulers and the youths and the women leader in that community. telling them that they killed, there was a rumor, or rather they killed a Fulani header, grilling them and forcing them to agree that a Fulani header was killed in their community. You can imagine how many thousands miles a Fulani come from with his cow at my backyard in Abia State. Do you know how many thousand miles? All these police people never grill any Fulani. Why are they killing our people, Igbos? But they are grilling the Igbos simply because they said they had a rumor that one Fulani was killed. Can you imagine that? And we have governor in place who cannot say, will you stop that rubbish? We have House of Rep members. We have senators. Ojuzo Carlo, Enyinnaya Iberibe, Benjamin Carlo. All these things are fools. In their state is where this thing is happening. And we will tell you that I want a murder. We have somebody, people have been there representing us well at the federal level. Useless scallywags. You have nothing to contribute. But anyway, my people, I beg. Now here we go take a break. And I will hear my voice again when I come back. Please endeavor to share this video. Like, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Ukulora, is coming back. K Messiano. I love you all.